Welcome to another one of my rides. Today I'm heading out on what I'm naming the Silverstone Loop, for fairly obvious reasons, out to the race circuit up in Northamptonshire. So I'm going to pick up the start of it in Aylesbury, so I'll catch back with you then and tell you more about it on our way. So I've just left Aylesbury. We're heading up on the Buckingham road. I'll put the road number on the screen. This is quite a well-known road in the area. Has quite a reputation. So enjoy it, but be aware that the police can sit out on this road because it's very popular with bikers. Having said that, let's hope we don't get stopped. I'll put the screen right up on this bit. It might make it a bit clearer sound wise. Don't know whether it is a bit clearer anyway, because I've covered over the airways on the vent of my helmet. Not that I used to have it open anyway, but I did wonder whether some of it's getting in there. We're getting quite a lot of wind noise here. Anyway, so we're heading up the road, and the first village we get to is Whitchurch. Seems like a really nice day. Meant to be sunshine all afternoon, so I thought this was an ideal opportunity to take you up to Silverstone. I would caution anybody from going too loony down here, because it does sort of draw you in, I suppose. Perhaps it's if you know the road, you take a bit more of a liberty. One of my friends went off down here when he got it slightly wrong on a bend. All okay. And I myself, a few years later, have experienced the tarmac down here, having exceeded my ability. But it's a great road, some great bends. So I'll leave this on as we go through Whitchurch, and I'll show you the pretty timbered cottages, etc. here. Not terribly big. It's a great little ride out. This is going to be a faster route than the more recent ones I've done. Fancied a bit of speed today. Here up, this is the main road, High Street, whatever it is called. I'll just open the vent a little bit. So again today I'm trying out a new camera position. So I've got it on this stalk down here on the right hand side. Okay, let's press on. Just left Whitchurch as we head up towards Winslow. Looks like there's space, but I can see car headlights coming in the opposite direction. good road this, because it's nice and open most of the way. There's a few turnings, but it's mostly rural traffic around here. Watch out for the odd tractor on the road, but mostly concentrate on this bit, I think. There we are, Talk of the Devil. I'll keep my chatter to the minimum so you can enjoy the views. Like many of you, I should have been on a Pyrenees to Spain to Portugal, Picos route to at the moment. 16 of us were planned to go, but we had to pull the plug on that, and the way it's turned out with the situation, it's not really, I think we made a right decision early on. Let's hope we can do it next year, but who knows. It's all a bit up in the air still at the moment, isn't it? This is 10th of September I'm filming this. Lots of promises, but I don't know what hopes you've got of getting a fix for this at the moment. Let's have a little blast up here. Let me know what you thought of that Revive app map that I used on the Whipsnade loop. I'm trying it again today. Hope I've got enough battery in the phone. Oh, nod, good. As this is about 49 miles, 50 miles loop, and it's about 1 hour 40 minutes if you just rode. I'm going to have a couple of stops to get some pictures. This is Winslow, another farming area around here. Look at these lovely thatched cottages here on my right. Oh, all motorcyclists out today. Odd, yep. Perhaps it's coming back into fashion, nodding at each other again. Market Square here. That's an old market square. So what's they been doing on their trips? Have they just been restricted to the UK, or have one or two of you been taking a chance and going into Europe if you're in the UK now, like myself? Let me know below what you've been up to. Be interesting to know how many have actually taken a gamble on going. And how did it go? Did you get caught out with the sort of lockdowns once you got out there, or has it all worked out fine and you had a great time? What were the restaurants like? What were the hotels like, if you used a hotel? Did you find the restrictions in restaurants and things difficult? Be interested to hear. What are they doing there? Ripping all the lines up. Right, so we're now on the road Winslow to Buckingham. Bridge. Some great sweepers up here. Come on, mate. Well, that was a shame, right in the middle of those bends. Itchy nose. Have some fresh air. That's better. We're also close to the Claydons here, Steeple Claydon, Botolph Claydon. Nice villages, worth a trip out around there as well. Perhaps I'll do one of those in the future. Gets far more rural once we get out the other side of Buckingham. If you need fuel, there's two fuel stops up here, one on the right, one on the left. I think the one on the left is a Tesco's, if I remember rightly. I normally go with the one on the right because it's just less busy, usually. Right. Oh, so much for the petrol station on the right. Since I last came up, they've turned it into a little. Oh no, it's this service, this Shell station here. Into the town centre of Buckingham. So here we are, just coming into the county town of Buckingham. Just going to go left here, well on the A422 to Brackley, that road, not directly left. And a short way down here we're just going to take a right towards Stowe. Signposted Checkmore, Stowe and Dadford. So this is a long approach to Stowe House. Quite an impressive front driveway, wouldn't you agree? Imagine coming down here with your horses and coach up to the big house. So let's see how close to the house we can actually get. So our route goes follows the road left here. So in the days when I used to come up to Formula 1 events at Silverstone, most years actually, because there's a whole group of friends who used to camp up here, so I'd come up on the bike and stand on the bank with them and enjoy the day. That is until the cost got so stupid for just getting into the normal circuit, let alone stands and all the rest of it. But I used to come up this back way from Buckingham because it had much less traffic on it, although you get within about a mile of the circuit and people would be parking on both sides of the road. But after the event they turned it into one-way traffic, so it was much easier getting away. That was in the days of when Nigel Mansell won the Grand Prix at Silverstone, and the electricity that day, and the crowd just erupted after the race and engulfed the track. Rarely seen these, well, it's rarely allowed these days. Well, it's not allowed these days. The Italians do it now and again. Right, crack on to Silverstone. They've certainly, I think they've changed it quite a lot from what I've heard. This road used to go straight up to the main entrance, but I think since then they've built a couple of roundabouts to access more stands. Look at the countryside here, come on. Told you it would get more rural out there, but it's still a good road, isn't it? Shame about the extra traffic here. So from here onwards, traffic would they'd just park their vehicles all the way down these lanes here and just walk in for miles. There we go, you start seeing the start of the circuit here on my right. Yeah, the whole load's been developed here on this side. So I've got to go and get a picture of the main entrance, obviously. See if we can get in here somewhere and get a picture. Welcome to Silverstone. Right, so that's Silverstone, main entrance. Right, so good to take a right here onto the Brackley Road. So from here we're doing it like a figure of 8, as you've probably seen if you noticed the map at the beginning. So we'll be heading back down to Buckingham on a different road, and that's the crossing point. Then we'll head down through some other Buckinghamshire villages, and the finish line will be at the motorcycle shop called On Yer Bike, which is on the Bicester Road between Aylesbury and Bicester. So we're going to turn right here onto the Whittlebury Road at this double mini. Right, let's crack on again. Too bouncy to put my other cameras on here. Whittlebury Village. Take a right here onto the high street. Another pretty village, isn't it? A lot of these villages in Northamptonshire have got this lovely stone brickwork out here. Sorry, this stone brickwork. Right, so this is the other side of Whittlebury. Back into Buckinghamshire. Blimey, I hope that one's not wobbling around too much. Oh dear. Probably help if I went a bit slower so it didn't bounce around. Another great day, Lillingstone Dayrell. Never noticed the name of this village before. Presumably there's a 30 here somewhere, so I better slow down. Yeah. Oh no, that was it. Village of Akeley. Let's turn that off for a second. "19 miles to go. Go and get yourself another cup of tea, cup of coffee, beer. This is going to be a long vid, this one. As I say, mostly Ducatis at On Yer Bike. Well, that's what they're known for. There used to be a dealership for Aprilia, I don't know if they still are, but they have a whole host of second-hand bikes. They've got a great retail store there as well. So if you're in the area, pop in and see them. Maids Moreton. Air needed. More thatched cottages. Back in Buckingham. Castle Street. Turn right here onto Tingewick Road. Well, it's actually a continuation of the road. Turn left here. A421. So you could have gone back the way we came into Buckingham, to be honest, but I thought I'd take you out a different way to show you more. So we take the right here. So I posted Gawcott, Calvert, Grendon Underwood. Gawcott. Left here. Again. Waddesdon, Calvert, Grendon Underwood. Keep to the right here. Oh, bright sunshine. It's getting better now. It's a great cross-country route from Buckingham down to either Bicester or Aylesbury, but we'll be coming out sort of midway between the two of those so that we can On Yer Bike is just outside of a place called Waddesdon. You might have heard of Waddesdon Manor. It used to be owned by the Rothschild family, or another one of theirs, out this way. Another Rothschild lived down at Tring and started the museum down there. But anyway, the one at Waddesdon was built like a French chateau. If you've never been to it, it's a really good afternoon out. Just doing the wrong speed here, this person in front. Need an opportunity. Yeah, Waddesdon Manor, very pretty. Visibility is, for overtakes, is not hugely brilliant along this road. What's she doing? Right, just slowing down. I assume they know where they are, but perhaps they don't. I'll turn this camera off, I think, until we get past this woman. Again, I think I'll turn this off until we get past this one. I need to resurface this road. Never been brilliant, but my god, I don't know what we've been doing here. Right, village of Edgcott. This could be interesting. Road ahead closed. Which road ahead closed? Oh, that one, hopefully. Spring Hill Prison here. Grendon Underwood, this is known as. Have a little stop. Hopefully the van will be there for a little drink and have a little wander around, browse the motorcycles. Great way to finish the ride. Right, so we're just approaching the A41, the Bicester to Aylesbury road, so we're going to hang a left here and then it's just a couple of miles up the road. This is Kingswood. Yeah, maybe I sound really cautionary in some of these videos, but I know most of these roads, so I do know where the danger spots really are. And again, this is quite wide. It's does attract the speed merchants, and there are regular bad accidents down here. Let's just put it like that. And be careful when you go coming out of the bike shop we're stopping at, because I think there was a bad accident I saw as I was passed in my car only a few weeks ago. So I guess someone got caught trying to come out of the car park. The way I'm going to go into the car park is the best way in, and the way I'm going to go out of the car park, in my view, is the best way out for visibility. You decide. And it's a sort of road which is, you know, it can be quite clear at times, but there's lots and lots of junctions both sides of the road, and some of them are quite difficult to see out of, so people just stick their noses out or go for it. Gonna have a cheeky overtake there. Must be a tractor or something up here going slow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here today. It must be, oh, it's traffic lights. Traffic. God, another business district being built. Oh, this is right where On Yer Bike is. Oh my god. So this is the finish line. There we go. Kawasaki and Ducati dealerships mainly. We've got a little bit of battery left, so I'll just show you some of the bikes. So they've got a big Ducati section up one end, and Kawasaki's. Resale Ducatis. Whole host of resale bikes down here. The road's not normally as busy as this, but they've got the road up, and the traffic lights are bad. I won't go in because of all the scrubbing down you need to do these days. Aprilias, Kawasaki's, Moto Guzzi. Haven't seen that one before. 1200 SC. Moto Guzzi 85 TT in gold over there, matte gold. Demonstrator bikes, plenty of Kawasaki's here. Okay. So I'll look at the new Panigale Street Fighter, or Ducati Street Fighter. Plate 1260 multi-strada. Sorry, 1260S. Nice. And then you've got this, their demonstrator, the Street Fighter, wings and all. Or if you prefer a monster. Selection of everything. V2. Another demonstrator here. And this is the shop. This is the shop where they've got masses of clothing in here. And there's usually a cafe caravan open there. Okay, we'll call that a day. Thanks for joining me on this trip, and see you the next time. Cheers now.